Hey there, ladies and gents, Pops here. Welcome back to the land of Italy in Farming Simulator 22. So I have a question. Those of you who put through the agony and pain of watching the last time I moved this tanker, I then, if I remember rightly, made you sit through my attempts to park it. It was painful, it was lengthy, nobody was having fun, etc, etc. So how come this time, because I turned the camera off, because I'd stopped recording the last episode, I came down here, bing, bang, bosh, 2 seconds, perfectly parked. Why does this happen? Anyway, this and other life conundrums we can discuss at a later time. For now, we've got a baler, a wrapper, and a bale trailer that we need to put to use on this field. Hunker down, put the kettle on, get your sandwiches ready. I feel as though we might be here for a while. Right, we are off. Our first ever land of Italy. Fail. So let's close down so we can start again. We don't need to wait for it to drop. Right, of course, we do actually want it to drop. So let's set. There we go. Okay, onward and forward. So, we're going to start taking bets now as to how many bales we're going to get out of this field. It's going to be quite a few. Hopefully, once they're fermented, they're going to be worth a few bob. A few bob is your Britishism of the day. And it relates to a currency that we haven't had for 50 years. Okay. Oh yeah, a bob was an old shilling. Back before decimalisation, which I'm going to fail miserably now. I've started talking about this like I know what I'm talking about to actually remember when decimalisation was, but it was at some time early 70s. So let's say 71 and hope that nobody Googles it. So what have we got? That's 3 out of, that's pretty much one a row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm thinking 25 bales maybe. It's going to take a bit of time, but hey ho. What have we got if we ain't got time? Okay, moving on. We can just sneak into this corner and just pick that up. Pretty much did it. Okay. Leave me to it for a while. I'll come back with an update once we've got a bit further out. Well, finally getting there. We've got a fair few bales to get collected. We'll have a quick count up of it, see how many we've got. And then we'll set about getting them collected. Find out what it is we can do with them to try and make some money out of this field. So hopefully we're not going to be left with a huge amount. That'll be our last one. There's going to be some grass left in the baler, I think. But that's not a problem because the next time we use the baler, we'll be using it for grass. That just gives a little bit of a head start. So there we go. I do believe that's it. Right. Let's start picking them up. So it's taken quite a while, but hopefully it'll be worth it by the time we've put some money in the bank. Not quite sure how many this holds. Also not quite sure how we're going to get that one in the corner. Can we get it just close enough to trigger? No. Right. Are we making it worse? Quite possibly. Just need to get it clear of the fence. No, that's not working, is it? Okay. Let's try a slightly different tactic. Come on round. There we go. Okay. It's all stuck in a corner. Go on, you can do it. There we go. So the question is, how long do we need to fermenting 4%, fermenting 2%. Yeah, so we're going to have to, I think we'll collect these first ones and then we'll leave them alone for a month. As soon as they get to 100%, we'll get them sold. Okay, so for the moment we have a full load. 3, 6, 9. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I'll make that about 16 left on the field there. I think, although we wouldn't normally, I think we're going to leave the equipment here because we've got nowhere else to put it. It may as well stay here, which is where the where it's going to be needed next. So let's run back up to the farm. Call that a good day's work. We need to start watching our fuel status here as well. And of course, we need repairing again. Which is costing us a small fortune. Right, let's leave that there for now. So, we have livestock being lively. We have, hello madam. We have soybeans growing in 2 fields. They need fertilizing again, at which point we can be leaving those alone. The grass will be growing over the next 3 months. Silage is fermenting. Right, we just want to check, make sure we're not missing out on anything that's for sale. It's smaller than what we've got. Again, it's the stuff we were looking at earlier. So I guess our big thing now is, can we make some money out of some contracts? There's harvesting to be done. Give us a chance to use some decent equipment. That's wheat, spelt, oat, canola. So they could all be done with the same equipment. Cultivating contract, field 42, and then we've got some baling contracts which are decent money, but I really do feel as though we've had enough baling for one afternoon. Okay, 16, 27, 28 and 30. 16. Hmm. 27, 28. And 30. Anybody see 30? 30's a tiny one there. See, we have all the equipment for these ones. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to sleep. And we're going to try and move some time on a bit. So, welcome to October. Not sure the grass is going to do much this side of winter now. Let's have a look what's happening over here. Animals are 100% healthy. We have 41 litres of sheep's milk. Wow. It's empire building. Okay, let's have a look. Well, forestry is not really on our radar at the moment. So that's no great shakes. And again, we've got some baling and harvesting contracts and cultivating, which I think we're probably going to have to look at more seriously this month. Let's go and have a look at a silage bale and see how well that's coming along. They all appear to be in the 80-something% of being fermented, so it won't be long before we can take those. So as we have a little bit of a lull in activities, I thought what we'd do is go for a walk. There are a couple of, well, there are plenty of places we haven't seen yet, but there are a couple of places we could just have a quick walk to. Have a look. We've obviously passed the winery virtually every time we've left the farm. Let's go and have a quick investigate up there. So we have some nice big gates. Can we open them? Yes, we can. Canola field. What's down here? Anything? Ah, grapes. And what's this little area here? It's a water refill point. Looks like somebody's been camping out. Can't see anybody around. Left the chairs. Let's have a wander up through the field and check out this structure up here. This fabulous building. So we have here our management point. We'd love to, but that's not going to be today, is it? Presumably where we put our grapes. There are, incidentally, 20 collectibles on this map. Production waste output point. Interesting. Yeah, so keep an eye out. I certainly haven't seen any. Yeah, 'tis a thing of beauty. And we can sit and have a little rest. Now then, have I spoken too soon? Excellent. Doesn't actually gain us anything by the looks of things, but well done, developers. So all the time we spent in here, I hadn't once thought of collectibles until 30 seconds before we found one. Although, maybe that's why we've not been finding them. And we've got some deer out here. Okay, the other place we're going to quickly have a look at is the town. We've not been there yet. I shall have a walk down there. I'm loving the advertising. Again, well done, developers. So this here, in front of us, is the local town. Oh, we just got run over by a bus. Let's get off the road. Not overly sure where we're going, but I don't think it matters. We're just having a wander. Got some bins. A Land of Italy bus shelter that the buses don't appear to stop at. And then we can walk up into town. So can we get... Yeah, don't think it leads us anywhere, but... Right, what have we got up here? The washing's out. Got me looking in. I'm going to hear people chatting. It's got me looking in all the corners now for collectibles. That's the cooperative there. There's a little park here. And we've got a cafe. That's where the chat is coming from. Post office maybe? Little market, town square. Somewhere to sit. Is it siesta time? Martini. Then we've got a couple of sell points. One through the fountain, cool down. Little tobacco. Buy your postcards. Choir practice is on. And there we go. Because we've mentioned them, we've found another one. Very atmospheric. Municipal market. Excellent. I mean, as beautiful as it looks, I actually think the best thing about it is the sounds, the way you just get the atmospheric sounds when you walk up to whatever it is you walk up to. You just hear the choir in the background. Another sales area. Little gate out the back of the town. And straight back into the countryside again. Brilliant. There we go. Close that. Don't know where we're going now, but anywho, let's head back home. Just double check our fermenting again, and that's probably it for today's episode. And I will any idea. I'll see you back up at the farm. Maybe next time we'll go and explore a couple of other areas. Okay, so as it turns out, didn't quite make it back in time ahead of the weather. Fermenting's now at 93, I think by about 3 o'clock this afternoon. What is it, 10 to 12 now? Should be able to do something with these. Yeah. But for now, I'm going to go and find somewhere dry, out of the wind. Going to let this weather pass over. We're going to call it a day for this episode. And then when we get back, stand under here. We're going to decide what we're doing for those with those silage bales. But for now, that'll do for this episode. Thank you very much for sticking with it. Be good, stay safe, and I will see you all soon.